You're live on YouTube. Matt, your mic. Or Mary, can you turn Mary's on? We're live.
Corbin, Zupan, Walters,
Here.
Moses,
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Oh, he's here. He snuck in. Schwartz,
Here.
Goldstein is absent today. Veronica. Oh,
Here.
Walrod. I'm sorry. I skipped right over Pete.
Here.
Attaboy. Veronica. Norelli. Bono. Cunningham. Stokes. Stepanski.
Here.
Becker.
Here.
Kavanaugh. Roberts.
Here.
Maglioka.
Here.
Ostrander. No Stokes, no Ostrander. There's 1,390 votes present.
Okay, approval of minutes, motion to approve the minutes from our previous meeting, motion by Mrs. Norelli, second. Second by Mrs. Kavanaugh. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, reports of committees, unfinished business.
We have the report for a semi-annual PCB report from National Grid for January through June 2021. 35 years of building stronger communities from the Community Action Partnership. Letter from the New York State Ag and Markets approving Madison County's Ag and Farmland Protection Plan. And Madison County occupancy tax receipts expenditures for quarter 4/1/21 through June 30/21. Audit of vouchers for today's meeting is in the amount of $1,742,996.71. And that's all for reports.
Okay.
We'll do unfinished business after.
Okay, so you want me to do the proclamation now? Okay, we have one proclamation for recognizing the efforts of the Americorps Senior Retired and Senior Volunteer Program and September 11th, National Day of Service. Whereas Madison County does recognize citizens and organizations for their outstanding contributions and accomplishments in our communities. And the 9/11 National Day of Service and Remembrance is observed every September 11th in honor of the individuals who lost their lives as a result of terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001. And as part of the 9/11 National Day of Service and to recognize the many emergency workers from Madison County who traveled to the World Trade Center site 20 years ago to help after the terrorist attacks, Americorps seniors, volunteers with the Madison County Office of the Aging Incorporated, retired and senior volunteer program would like to dedicate a sugar maple tree bench and plaque. And these heroes truly embody the Americorps and Americorps seniors mission to unite America by bringing people together to serve our communities. That's our proclamation. So that's good. Thank you. Okay, I have, you want to do unfinished business first? You sure? You can do unfinished business.
Oh, okay. We'll just quickly do unfinished business. Resolution 21-377, which is authorizing the chairman to apply for a grant from New York State Opportunity Canal Corp. And that was tabled by Supervisor DeVeronica, seconded by Roberts at last board meeting.
Okay, we need a motion. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carry. Okay, I asked Mike to have Betty Jo Johnson come over because she's our representative from our blue collar unit of our unionized workers. And this, I received this award as the president of the Chairman's Association at NISAC, because I'm the president of the Chairs Association. But I accepted it. But I want to dedicate it to all of our employees for all their hard work and dedication through COVID. We didn't lay off a single employee, and they recognized that, and they dedicated themselves 24/7 to Madison County and its residents, and their job that they do. I haven't even opened this thing after she wrapped it up. So it's a glass award, and it says Honorable John M. Becker, Executive Director, Public Service Award 2021. But I want to dedicate it to all our employees, white collar, blue collar, and management, and our nurses. And I want to thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you do. And it's not, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. We know that you're dedicated, all the hard work. I know in the public health department, they do more than mosquitoes in restaurants. I do know that. Is Eric here? Where's Eric? Sean's here. So make sure that goes back, Sean. So this is for all of Madison County and our employees, and I want to thank you for all your hard work and dedication. It isn't me, it's all of our employees that make this board shine and make Madison County what it is. So I want to thank you, and it's for everybody. That's a base.
Okay. I won't touch it.
It's some kind of Steuben glass. I don't know. It doesn't mean much to me as a farmer, but
It's expensive.
It's a major award.
major award. I don't know why it's not a leg lamp, but. The bottom plaque says advocate, serve, educate, and it's backwards. So must be, it goes on, it reflects. Represent, serve, advocate, and educate. So.
Yeah, it shines through.
I know, it's not like filling your John Deere 4020
Oh,
OPI.
yeah, it reflects up.
So there
Yeah,
you
you
go.
can see it.
It reflects up, yes, there you go, so. Betty Jo, take that back to all of your employees. Thank you, and thank everybody, so. Yes. Okay.
Resolution. Resolution of appreciation, retiree recognition, Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Government Operations Committee.
Resolution has been made. Do I have a second? Second by Mrs. Norelli. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, first we have Eddie Menning from our highway, 1994 to 2021. I believe that's 28 years, correct? 27.
So Eddie was a crew supervisor in both Lawrenceville and Morrisville. Most recently in Morrisville. He was a crew supervisor on the paving crew for a number of years, and then most recently moved on to supervisor for the tree crew. Talk about dedicated employees. Eddie was one of those employees. Whenever we had a storm and someone needed to be called in after hours, weekends.
Here, Joe.
Eddie was one of those employees on a storm event or a weekend when we needed somebody to come in. Anytime he was called, I think he responded almost, all the time, 100% of the time. Always dedicated, trying to do the best job he could at all times, and an extremely hardworking individual, and we certainly will miss him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Don't go very far. No, because next we have Wallace Fallon from our highway department, 1995 to 2021.
Wally also was a crew supervisor for a number of years on the shoulder crew. And most recently worked his way into a senior crew supervisor in Lawrenceville, where he was in charge of working with our operations manager and working on our schedule every day. Another one of those extremely dedicated individuals. Anytime I ever needed anything or needed somebody to be available to help out, Wally was always there. Just a super guy to get to work with and easy to get along with. I don't know. I'm not sure what else I can say about you all, other than we're going to miss you a lot. And I appreciate everything you've done for us. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You sure?
Now's your chance. No, thank you very much. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have Robin Chapin with Social Services from 1999 to 2021. Thank you.
Quickly.
Yes, I forgot about that. Sorry. Yep.
So Robin's unfortunately not able to join us today. She is probably babysitting some grandkids. Her legacy will live on. Her daughter works down in the county clerk's office. So that's nice to see family history continue on here in Madison County. Robin's been with us 22 years in a variety of departments in the department. Her expertise always shown through. She most recently worked in our front services desk, so answering phones, greeting people coming in, and with her years of experience, she was always a leader, a trainer for the folks who come into that unit. So we're really going to miss her. She was just a valued employee. So we'll send her your best. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Cheryl Williams with our district attorney's office, 2000 to 2021. And Cheryl booked a vacation. Her sister booked her vacation on her, so she's not here. And we'll let Bill speak. So.
Thanks, John. That is true. Cheryl is enjoying a retirement gift she got from her sister. She's at a resort at Letchworth State Park. So a good day for her. She's got 30 years in public service, first in the village of Chittenango Court as a clerk, as a administrative assistant with DA Don Serio in the last 13 years with me as my confidential assistant. And you know, when you work so closely for so long with someone, you see them more than your family. You walk into their office, you don't have to say anything. You can point to some paperwork that's been prepared and they know what you're thinking. This definitely was not an employer-employee relationship. If you know Cheryl, she definitely spoke her mind. And in the end, I'd say it was a friendship, and I wish her well in her retirement. Thanks for Cheryl.
Okay, Dan, do you want to come up and introduce our new EMS coordinator? Want to do it from there, or you want to do it from up here?
Yeah, just turn it on.
So as most of you know, John Barantini, our former EMS director, our coordinator, is now living the life with his toes in the sand in Florida. So we kind of had to go through a good recruitment process. We had a lot of really good candidates, and I'm really happy to announce that the successful candidate is Jenna Roshi. Jenna is coming to us. She started on Wednesday. She's brand new, so I'm sure you all will welcome her, and she'll get to know each and every one of you.
I think after we've done these retirements and stuff, we were at NISAC this week. I talked to one of the county board chairs. I can't remember what county it was, but he wanted to know about NACO, whether, they don't spend the money on NACO and whether it was worth it. There's a young lady named Kim that's the recruiter for NACO. And I said, I don't know what your travel budget is or anything, but, figure out what your travel budget is, what your NISAC budget is, your NACO budget, and take a look at it, at what it costs the taxpayers per thousand. Maybe it's a penny, but when you go to NACO, you're upfront with your federal representatives, their staff, the NACO staff who has the ins with who they need to. You're up on the latest legislation, what they're talking about, what's coming down the pike. The same as NISAC. And they made a comment. I had never met him before. He made a comment about how big of a contingent that Madison County always has at these events. And I says, yeah, we encourage our employees to come, our managers to come. And we've had our highway superintendent, Joe Wodzinski, has been the head of the state highway superintendents, I think twice, right, Joe? Twice you've been it since you've been our highway superintendent? 1-year term this year. Mr. Fitzgerald, Mike has been the state representative from DSS. I think you did that 1 year, Mike. I think our Sheriff's Association, we've had a couple presidents from our Sheriff's Association. Who else have we had that have, I think Eric has been the head of the public health folks for the year. John Campani was the head of the county attorneys.
Joanne Miller is gonna be-
statewide for the year.
Joanne Miller is going to be head of probation.
Joanne
directors.
this year is going to be the head of the probation folks for the state for the year. I think it's a testament to our employees, to this board of supervisors and all the board of supervisors. Rocky was big on this when he was chair, that we send folks to get them educated, to get them on the forefront of what's happening throughout the state. And that's what makes our county great. And I said, for a penny, 1,000, you get in front of people, and that helps you retain good employees and recruit good employees. And I think this all ties back to our retirees at 20, 25, 30 years, that we retain people once we get them. And I think it shows that we get good people, we recruit good people. Madison County is a great place to work, and our reputation is out there throughout the state. So that's something to be, this board should be proud of. It ties back to, he said as the county board chair, he would like to do something like this, but his county executive says, no, they can't afford it. And I said, how can you afford not to? So I think that's where we're at, and I hope that years to come, it stays that way. We built on the foundation that Rocky had built, and the folks that came before us built, and we've been a progressive county, and we'd like to stay that way. So hats off to everybody who's had that philosophy. It shows, and we have a reputation of being a good employer and a recruiter, and it shows. So we'll go on.
Resolutions for our preferred agenda, Government Operations Committee. Resolution number 2, amending Madison County HIPAA High-Tech Compliance Policies and Procedures Manual. Resolution 3, authorizing the chairman to execute Humana Group Medicare Advantage Plan Renewal for Plan Year 2022. Resolution 4, abolishing a staff social worker position and creating a senior staff worker position in mental health. Number 5, creating a full-time assistant director of administrative services for public health department. Number 6, creating a temporary part-time position in the district attorney's office. Number 7, establishing the 2021 salary for confidential secretary to the district attorney. Number 8, authorizing the modification and extension agreement with benefit coordinators of America. And number 9, authorizing the county to order leased vehicles for the 22 budget. Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution is made. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Mr. Moses. Is there any discussion?
There shouldn't be any discussion, Chairman. It was explained so well in the committee of the whole.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was explained at 5th grade level.
That's so everybody could understand.
Yes. So. Yes, roll call, please.
Okay, Maglioka,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
Zupan,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Moses.
Yes.
Jones, Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
Steve Veronica, Norelli, Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh, Roberts.
Aye.
1,390 ayes.
Did you call on Pete?
Yes.
Okay. I just
remember
wanted to make sure that
Pete.
Walrod got called.
I didn't forget him.
No, don't forget him.
Mhm.
We'll never hear the end of it.
Next, we have the Finance, Ways and Means Committee resolutions. Number 10, indicating certain intent pursuant to rural property tax law and directing Madison County Department of Law to issue certain notice of Borrego solar systems. Number 11, authorizing the refund of the 1921 town, county, and school taxes for Johnston. Number 12, authorizing the modification of the 21 budget for the American Rescue Plan Act. Yvonne Norelli, Chairwoman, Finance, Ways and Means.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption, please.
Resolution's been made. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Roberts. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Corbin,
Yes.
Zupan,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Moses.
Yes.
Jones, Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
Steve Veronica, Norelli,
Aye.
Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh, Roberts,
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
1,390 ayes.
Carried.
Next, we have Health and Human Services Committee. Resolution 13, authorizing agreement with Cayuga College for social work interns. Resolution 14, authorizing the modification of the 21 budget for mental health clinic. Number 15, authorizing an agreement with Berkshire Farm Center. Number 16, authorizing a renewal and agreement with Community Action Program for the home-based case management. Number 17, authorizing an agreement with Stoneleigh Housing. Number 18, authorizing an agreement with Community Action Program for the temporary assistance for needy families. Number 19, authorizing an agreement with Community Action Program for Flexible Fund for Family Services. Number 20, authorizing an agreement with Madison County Office for the Aging. Number 21, authorizing an agreement with Ventec. 22, authorizing the modification of the 21 budget for DSS administration. 23, authorizing an agreement with Quadrant Biosciences. 24, modifying the 21 budget for early intervention administration grant. And 25, authorizing an agreement and modifying the 21 budget for COVID-19 enhanced detection grant. Alex Stepanski, Chairman, Health and Human Services Committee.
Chairman, I move the adoption of these resolutions.
Resolution is made, seconded by Mr. Maglioka. Is there any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Zupan,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Moses.
Yes.
Jones, Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
DeVeronica, Norelli, Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
1,390 ayes.
Carried.
Next, we have Criminal Justice Committee. Number 26, authorize the chairman to apply for a bulletproof vest outer carrier grant program with Public Employer Risk Management Association. 27, authorizing an agreement with Abraham Acera. 28, authorize the chairman to sign a grant funding agreement with New York State Division of Homeland Security for multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. 29, authorizing the modification of the 21 budget for medical examiners. 30, authorizing the modification of the 21 budget for public defenders grant 11. Pete Walrod, Chairman, Criminal Justice Committee.
Mr. Chairman, move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution's been made. Do I have a second by Mr. Moses? Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Walters,
Aye.
Moses.
Yes.
Jones, Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
DeVeronica, Norelli, Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh, Roberts,
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
Corbin, Zupan,
Yes.
1,390 ayes.
Carried.
Okay, next we have regular agenda items. Resolution 31, authorizing modification of the 2021 adopted county budget. Ron Bono, Chairman, Highway Buildings and Grounds, co-signed by Yvonne Norelli, Chairwoman, Finance.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mr. Stepanski. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Moses,
Yes.
Jones, Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
DeVeronica, Norelli, Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker,
Aye.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
Corbin, Zupan, Walters.
Aye.
1,390 ayes.
Carried.
Resolution 32, authorize the chairman to enter to a modification agreement with C&D Advertising. Cliff Moses, Chairman, Planning.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mr. Walrod. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried.
Resolution 33, establishing a, oh, is this the one we're going to hold?
We're gonna hold
Okay,
that
this is the
till
one we're
after
going
we're
to
done.
pull aside until the end of the meeting. Resolution number 34, authorize the chairman to enter into an agreement with New York State Board of Elections in regards to the early voting expansion grant program and modifying the 21 budget. Dave Jones, Chairman, Administration Oversight, co-signed by Yvonne Norelli, Chairwoman, Finance.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mrs. Norelli. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Walrod, Schwartz,
Yes.
DeVeronica, Norelli, Bono, Cunningham, Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker,
Aye.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
Corbin, Zupan, Walters,
Aye.
Moses.
Yes.
Jones, 1,390 ayes.
Carried.
Resolution 35, authorizing and approving a settlement agreement to the action relating to the COVID opioid crisis. Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mr. Bono. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify. Yeah, we'd like to know what we're getting.
Would you like
Anything's
to know
better
what
than
you're
nothing.
getting? Worst case scenario, you'll get $1,204,176.99. Best case scenario, you will get $2,127,161.42. And this is just for the big three. So this is McKesson, Cardinal Health, and Amerisource Bergen Corporation.
But it has to go to certain programs, correct?
437,000 of it can be used on unrestricted manner. And then there's different sections that can be used for different amounts. It can be used in different restrictions, generally for opioid treatment, but there's some for law enforcement. There's some for like autopsies of people who've died of opioids. So we may be able to supplement that. So there's some different things. And the state's going to get a chunk of this, and they get like 50%, and 45% of what the state gets has to come back to the county. So there'll be even more money available for different things. So
Tina, is this over a number of years?
yes, we'll get our first payment is scheduled to be made in February of 2022, which would be 125,000 and change. And then they'll be made annually as scheduled in the agreement. I haven't gone through the whole agreement. This is it. I haven't read it all yet. So,
Well, why not?
because it's really a lot.
Tina, what was the first amount that you said? 1 million what?
$1,204,176.99.
Thank you.
So between 1.2 and 2.1 million.
I suggest we put it away for a rainy day, some of it.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
and it
does
is what
anybody
it
have any
is.
questions? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Carried. Okay, Paul, is there anybody back there on the sheet that wants to speak? Okay, I'll mention Paul, since I was there. He put on one of the seminars about cybersecurity and how important it is. And again, I'd say we're in the middle. But
We're in the top.
we're in the top. Are we in the top? Okay, maybe you should explain it all then.
Paul can talk about it. But
Yeah,
we're-
Paul,
we're-
why don't you talk
yeah.
about it? Give us a quick rundown on what happened at NISAC, why you did it. And, I just got done explaining engaging in NISAC, and, this is an up and coming thing and something that all counties are going to have to face at some point in time.
No,
Use your mic. You gotta get your mic.
Here,
come up to a mic.
Yeah, just go to that one.
there you go.
On. All counties have to, cybersecurity is important for all counties, and it's nothing new. It's been going on for years. It's becoming more public now, in the news, just like everything else. Once it starts to happen, to everybody, then it starts becoming important. It's always been one of the most important things we've been doing here. Our main reason for doing this first cybersecurity workshop for county executives, supervisors, legislators, whoever was there, was to start not only getting people to think about it, but there's a lot of terminology. There's a lot that goes on behind it. So this was it was an introduction basically to get people start thinking about it and talking about it so that the legislators and the management can start talking to their IT department and vice versa, and have a good start having the conversation. A lot happens, in the IT department. It sometimes doesn't, filter out to everybody about how important it is, but it is becoming more and more. And the last thing we really wanted to let everybody know, it's not really a matter of if it's going to happen. We're all approaching this as when it happens. It's a first strike type of a thing. And we do everything we possibly can. We put as much resources, education that we can do, but we're all preparing. And the idea is to minimize it and hope, and then contain it. And just as we actually had an incident yesterday that actually was contained, and it was contained. It actually worked in the right way that we wanted it to. We had a phishing email that came out. About 5 or 6, 7 people, 10 people all reported it the way they were supposed to. It came up on our board down in the basement. We immediately jumped on it and reacted to it. And we were able to contain it very, very, very quickly. So, I mean, the human aspect is super important, and it actually worked very well for us yesterday. We contained that one very quickly, and we didn't have any problems. But we're all just one click away.
Mhm. Okay, and like I said, that will be more and more workshops and stuff, and Paul is an integral part of getting the ball rolling at NISAC, so that's statewide. So again, thank you, Paul. We have the Honorable Mayor Elizabeth Bell Martin here from Chittenango and the Honorable Roseanne Warner from Mayor from Canastota here. Is there something that you guys would like to talk to us about or anything? You just.
They're here for the shared services panel
Okay,
meeting.
all right, perfect. So there you go. Okay. Not a lot of communication between there and here. Yes, there is. I'm only kidding. So, all right, we need to go into executive session. So I need a motion to recess first. So I need a motion to recess. So Mr. Walrod's making the motion, seconded by Mr. Walters. Okay, all in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Okay, now I need a motion to go into executive session by Mr. Moses, seconded by Ms. Kavanaugh. All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried.
Anybody here for the panel meeting, just hang tight. We'll start immediately following the
Yeah,
board
we
meeting.
shouldn't be too long.
That's famous last words.
That way.
What's that?
Mr. Chairman,